these 50 years have been very, very, I think, successful for all of us, because when I try to evaluate now today, just an important parameter how you assess your progress. So it's only about America and China which are ahead of us in terms of our, you see, scientific publications in Science Citation Index journals. That's I think big success story for us. We are in nanotechnology also, we are number 3 in the whole world, and we now have very strong intentions to in the next one decade, this particular decade, we want to become the top 3 scientific nations of the whole world. That's the desire of the Prime Minister, that's his passion also, that's the type of support that he gives to all of us. And we have now so many schemes. Today the Department of Science and Technology is the main focus area in science, where everyone in the country looks towards DST for all types of guidance, all types of support, all types of funding, and we are probably the biggest or the most powerful extramural funding agency for whether it is the universities, whether it is the young students or the startups, whether it is a school student or a college student or a post doctoral person, or for developing of these incubation centers or incubation science technology parks. For everything, people look towards science and technology, and through our Technology Development Board and SERB, we are supporting, in fact, everyone in this country. As a health minister, I feel that I am not alone handling COVID, but it is the whole lot of scientific community which is trying to find out fantastic COVID-19 solutions to mitigate the pandemic. And as you are all aware that India is the first country in the whole world to have started responding to the news of the arrival of coronavirus in this world. It was on 7th of January that China had declared to the whole world that they saw this new coronavirus which was causing cases of pneumonia, and we had our technical experts meeting here in the Health Ministry on 8th January itself, and then a series of actions, whether it was detailed health advisories to people, whether it was community health surveillance, whether it was about point of entry surveillance at airports, seaports and borders, and then later on you have seen yourself the huge activity around lockdown, etc., etc. And the results are there for all of us to see that we are ahead of everyone else in the whole world. Our parameters speak for themselves. Today itself we have a doubling rate of 12, the lowest mortality in the whole world, just about 3%. Already over 10,000 people have gone back home perfectly cured, happy, and majority of our patients in the hospitals, they are on their road to recovery. So it's like and the whole country, we know where our enemy is. How do we deal with our enemy? What are the weapons in our armory? And we can easily pinpointedly decide upon the extent and the type of containment strategies that we have to adopt. The whole country is very well divided into the red zone and the orange zone and the green zone. And then all this, of course, having the backing of scientists, and the scientists who are working day and night and who have already brought so many things. It's the new types of masks, the new types of sanitizers, the new discovery on road to vaccine also. We are quite ahead of the rest of the world, and now there's Just now it was told some electrostatic mask and many things like that. So I am sure that your support is going to mean a lot, and it will be a historic contribution for our fight against COVID. The only thing that I wish to say is that because since I have been hearing scientists working at different levels in different laboratories and within our own department also, there are similar things being done by many people. So like earlier also, our focus used to be to have a good quality synergy and coordination in the efforts that we are making. So it should not be that we are only confined to our own laboratories working on specific issues, but we should also be aware of what is happening all across India in our own laboratories, what are our other scientists doing, and what is the international community doing. And there should be a synergy about all this. I am sure that this is going to give us rich dividends, and in very not far too distant future, we should be able to handle the COVID pandemic in a very successful manner. COVID Katha that has been developed by the Department of Science Communication within our ministry, and there too their focus is now on science and health. And I myself, who has always worked for health but had the privilege to work for science in last 6 years, I know that science, the upper end of, you can say, higher side of health is basically in science itself. All the research and all it goes on in science. So if there is a good quality association between health and science, we can certainly produce fantastic results for the you can say for improving the lives of the people. And this COVID Katha, with all you see information regarding COVID being said in very simpler ways, will certainly help the people. Because I have, as a health minister and also as a doctor, I have felt that dealing with COVID is not a bit any rocket science. It is just about very small precautions.